What's going on, guys? Money Webby here. Hope you guys had a great night of MLB last night. I had a pretty solid night except the Dodgers stack. That one really hurt me, but the Diamondbacks did great. I got a nice 138, as you can see here. I had David Peralta, Chris Owens, and A.J. Pollock, and they put in work. And Zach Greinke dominated last night with 11 strikeouts. He got 33.9. Jason Vargas kind of let us down. But yeah, guys, we got to get into today's slate because we have a lot of moving parts to the slate, a lot of rainout potentials, some postponements. There's 5 games that you need to track for the rain today. We have the Red Sox versus the Yankees, the Mets versus the Braves, the Phillies against the Marlins, the Nationals against the Rockies, and Baltimore against Tampa Bay. So I'm going to be tracking those games all day long. So if you guys want to stay updated with me on Twitter, you can just go and follow me at MoneyWebby, because you can't really afford these zeros in your lineup. You got to make sure that all your guys at least have a good chance or are definitely going tonight. So definitely go and follow me to stay updated with me, and I'll tweet out my complete and full lineup when I have all the news. I don't have everything right now because it's up in the air. It's only 10:24, and these games are starting at 7. As you know, the weather kind of changes rapidly, so I'm going to give my plays that the guys are definitely going to play. So I have my 2 aces of the day and a little bit of a variable. I'm going to give my second pitcher, who's probable to start. He's pitching for the Nationals, as I said. Might be rained out, but I'll give a backup plan for that. So my 2 aces there and my 3 bats, my triple play. So let's get into it. Alright, so my first pitcher of the day is going to be Clayton Kershaw for 14,300. He has the most upside by far. If you know Kershaw, he's a friggin' beast. His salary is very high, but I think it's reasonable, honestly. His track record against this Giants team is so good. Their batting average against them is a .160, and it's a pretty big sample. It's over 400 at bats. He has struck these batters out 30% of the time. So he has dominated this Giants team, and he's playing in a pitcher's park. So I think he can definitely get over 30. He pretty much needs to get you over 30 DraftKings points, but I think he'll get it in this spot against San Fran. He is by far the best upside. These other pitchers I don't feel that great about, honestly. Kershaw, he is so safe and so good. I feel like you have to go him in the slate. The lower guys, the match with him aren't that great, but there's one guy I really like to pair with them as long as that game does not get rained out, and you'll find out in a second, so lock him in. My second ace of the day is going to be Joe Ross for 5,300 against the Rockies. As I said before, this game has a chance of being rained out, so if it is rained out, definitely don't go Joe Ross. Just be updated with the games, guys. Just follow me on Twitter if you want to. I'll tweet out any updated picks and the lineup. But if this game is rained out, I would probably fade to Michael Wacha against the Toronto Blue Jays. He's in a good spot there. The Blue Jays lineup has been struggling mightily, and Donaldson's out, so they don't have that great of a lineup. And Wacha's a pretty solid pitcher for 6,800. But if this game is a go, this Nationals-Rockies game, I definitely like Joe Ross. He's one of the better pitchers on this slate, and his salary took a hit just because he's playing in Coors Field. But I think he can be fine in this stadium. He doesn't allow that many home runs, so I think he can definitely limit the Rockies' bats that love to swing for the fences, and he's a pretty solid strikeout guy. Throughout his career, he has gotten a 22% K rate. That is pretty solid. Joe Ross, one of the better pitchers at 5,300 on the slate. He's around some other scrubs for around the same price. So I think you can definitely take advantage of this price. I think the Nationals will win if this game is played out. So you'll get that extra 4 points for the win. So Joe Ross, lock him in. So now into my triple play, my favorite 3 bats. My first 2 guys are both going to be in this Padres-Arizona game. I really like this game. The air is going to be very thin, so the home run guys can definitely come out to play tonight. And my first bat is going to be Yasmani Tomas for the Diamondbacks for 4,000 against the Padres. I love him in this spot. He's going against a left-handed pitcher. He has insane power against these lefties. His ISO over the last 2 years against lefties is .303. That is extremely high, so he can definitely hit a home run with the thin air in the spot. He's had some monster games. 3 games ago, he dropped 32 DraftKings points at home. He's been performing very well in these home games, and he's having a very solid year as well, batting .300, 4 home runs, and 14 RBIs. So I definitely love Yasmani Tomas in this game. You gotta lock him in. My second bat of the day is going to be in the same Diamondbacks-Padres game. Hunter Renfroe for 3,600 against the Diamondbacks. He is also going against a left-handed pitcher, and Renfroe has shown the power and the ability to hit against these lefties, similar to Yasmani Tomas. His ISO is high as well at 242. That's a very high figure. And against Corbin has struggled against these right-handed batters. His batting average allowed to left-handed batters is .232, so he's very good against the lefties, but against righties, it is .271, so he allows a lot more hits, and he has allowed some more home runs against these righties as well. So I think Renfroe is a perfect guy to target. His price is definitely reasonable. He has extreme power, so I think he can definitely hit a home run. As I said, this very thin air, so Renfroe could hit a shot right out of the park in this hitter's park tonight, so you gotta lock him in. My third and final bat is going to be Chris Davis for 3,600 against the Angels. He's going against JC Ramirez. He is not a very good pitcher, plain and simple, and he has allowed a lot of home runs throughout his career. His home runs per 9 innings allowed is 1.46. That is a very high number, and he's going against one of the best home run hitters in the league in Chris Davis. So Chris Davis can definitely get it done in the spot, and the track record is there. While it might be small, only 4 at-bats, he is 4 for 4 with 1 home run, so he definitely has his number, and I think that will continue tonight against a very bad pitcher. And JC Ramirez, he's a right-handed pitcher, and Chris Davis is a right-handed batter, but JC Ramirez is actually worse against right-handed batters. He has allowed a higher batting average throughout his career and a higher WOBA, so these right-handed batters are actually better against them. So Chris Davis is in a great spot tonight. I think he can definitely hit a home run or a double or something to rack up the DK points, so you gotta lock him in. So that's going to do it, guys. You have your top 5 plays, the guys you need to have in your lineup. So your 2 pitchers, Clayton Kershaw and Joe Ross, and your 3 bats, Yasmani Tomas, Hunter Renfroe, and Chris Davis. So plug and play those guys. And time for my stack pack, the lineups that you guys need to stack up. I have 5 teams for you: the Diamondbacks, the Padres, the Twins, the Brewers, and the Reds. So definitely try to target those teams. You got the Diamondbacks, Padres, Twins, Brewers, and Reds. So that's going to do it, guys. Leave a like down below if you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for all of the likes on these videos so far. Let's try to get to 30 plus again to show out for the money mob. And subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already to get these videos every single day. And definitely go and follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby to stay updated with me throughout this weather chaos tonight. The rain is going to be so annoying. Hopefully we get some good info within the next upcoming hours and before lock, so we don't have to friggin' worry about this weather. So definitely follow me there. So plug and play those guys. Use those stacks. That's going to do it, guys. Good luck tonight, Money Mob. We'll see you tomorrow.